Hello and welcome back. My name is Nick, QuantumBrujo, your zodiac witch. And you are here for December 12th horoscope. Yeah, astrology. I already did this once and realized that my sound had turned off. My mic cut out, so another 40 minutes. Here we go again. Yay. I realized I talk a lot. I only got through like 2 pages and I was at 20 minutes, so I hope you guys like sitting through my obnoxious nasally voice. But I like myself, so yay, you're here for my channel. And I am giving you good advice, so just deal with my rambling on. Alright, so let's get into this. Moon is in Libra, so we still want to be seeking peace and harmony. Focus on our relationships, socialize, and enjoy artistic pursuits. The moon is also in our fifth house, with the fifth house. So there's going to be a lot of luck and auspiciousness with playfulness. New romances may come in. And it's a good time to spend, good to spend time with family and children. Doing creative activities would be awesome since we're in Libra. The moon is in Libra. The moon also semi-squares Mercury. So you need to stop and think before you speak. There's going to be a huge increase in misunderstandings right now. You don't want to avoid speaking. You just want to choose your words correctly. Focus on compassion today will help out a lot. So Mercury, obviously is the planet of communication, and so it's really important just to think of a lot of things are going to be focused on communication right now. So really communicating properly and smoothly, communicating properly and smoothly might not be as important as communicating with compassion and communicating from the heart. So it's natural there's going to be a lot of confusion going on, so be kind to people. They might say something that comes off wrong, they don't mean it. Hopefully they'll be kind to you. If you miscommunicate, as long as you start with compassion, lead with compassion, end with compassion, you should be okay. And if there's any mistakes, just, fess up to it and say, hey, sorry, I'm a person, I didn't mean to say it that way, or, I'm sure you're not meaning to say it this way, but let's communicate it more clearly because I want to make sure we're on the same page. Moon squares Jupiter, so this is a good time to show restraint despite our desires to do otherwise. Jupiter is all about expansion and growth and abundance, but you don't want to overdo it. And rewards will come to those with self-control. That has a lot to do with Saturn's influence. So Saturn's about, boundaries, and people say limitations. I think it's more like just boundaries and guidelines so you don't, lose all your money or just, gamble it all away. So it's good to have self-control right now. And there might be some consequences for those that indulge. Naughty, call in your stocking. So those indulge in grandiosity and excess. It's not a good time for that right now. The moon also squares Saturn, so you might feel frustrated. There might be delays and blocks. If there are, that's a sign to, slow down, take things easily, and maybe look for other paths. You might feel down, lackluster. This is okay. It's just a brief period. You want to focus on your responsibilities and just repeat to yourself. Don't give up before the miracle, and all good things come to those who wait. Love it. The sun, let's move on to the sun. It is in Sagittarius, so this is a great time to seek adventure and knowledge. You want to use our experiences to broaden our mind and our horizons right now. Having an open mind and exploring new thoughts and, not being judgmental and not closing doors when they could possibly lead to really good adventures and very profitable and abundant futures. And so you want to be open to everything. But don't just go down any path. You want to be open to hearing it, but don't just jump down any rabbit hole just yet, at least. The sun trines Mars. So this is another, like I said yesterday, if you were here for my video yesterday, if not, go and watch it. And while you're there, like, subscribe, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And please subscribe. I want people to, I want this to be like a fun community. So, once again, like I said yesterday, this is a really good time to build your confidence through healthy activities. Healthy competition. It's not a time to compete against people and get angry and, all hurt if you lose. This is a time to work as a team and, best your own scores from the day before or whatnot, because by doing so and by getting some wins in, it's really going to boost your confidence, which is what we need now, and that will lead to a lot of success down the line. It's a good time to, really focus on what we're good at right now. The sun squares Neptune. So you might be feeling lost. Neptune is the water planet, so there could be a lot of fog, a lot of murky waters. But also with water, you can reflect. So it's a good time to reflect on your life. Realize that clarity will come. And also, since with all that murkiness and confusion, you really want to avoid vices that are going to cause more confusion. So alcohol and other things that will really just take you out of the present moment. The sun opposes the north node and conjuncts the south node. This is not the best, time. This could feel like not the best time because you might end up having to say goodbye to someone or something very important in your life. This could be a part of yourself that no longer serves you or the community or, the collective. And so it's time to say goodbye to that as well. If it is saying goodbye to somebody or something, I'm so sorry. That's hard. We all have to go through with that. But, that's part of life. And that's just what's in the stars right now. Mercury is in Sagittarius. So like I said earlier, it's a good time to seek knowledge, expand your view, get the bigger picture, see the forest through the trees, your beautiful Christmas trees, which mine is up right now, but it's behind you, so you can't see it. Maybe one of these days you will. Mercury is in the 6th house, so it's time to begin healthy lifestyle activities. Daily routines support this. So, we're coming into the year of the ox, which is going to be a slow-paced year, but it's a lot of work. It's, the ox is out there preparing the fields for her planting seeds. So it's, from morning till, from sun up till sundown. And we need to have our bodies in the best shapes that we can. It doesn't mean that you have to be go on some crazy diet and get, all obsessive about it. It's just be the best and the healthiest we can be right now. And whatever that is for you is perfect for me. Because it's your choice to be how you want to be, and I'm going to be how I want to be, and I'm going to almost fall over. Okay. So Mercury is also semi-square Saturn, so there's delays, which obviously cause frustration. But as I said earlier, this is a perfect time if you're hitting your head up against a wall and you cannot seem to get through. There's all these blocks and whatnot. That's probably the universe is important that it's saying that because it's trying to focus you and direct you down another path. It's almost like putting a bunch of guardrails up on putting a bunch of, the gutter bowling. When you have the gutter balls up there, it's like they're putting the boundaries there. Maybe you want to throw them all crazy, but it's important to have restrictions at times because then it's going to lead you in the path that you want to go. I don't know if that made sense. Probably not, but I don't care. I do care, but I'm not going to go back and try to explain it more. Avoid having tunnel vision right now. Like they said, look for other paths. And are you too stuck in your beliefs? It's really important right now to expand our views on life and expand our own personal beliefs to help us get through and change our beliefs. If we have anything that's been, keeping us stuck, we might not even realize that it's been doing so, but really focus on, what our thoughts are, what our beliefs are, what our daily, routines are, and see what we could change to better serve us for the future. Mercury opposes the ascendant, so there's going to be increasing communications, especially around relationships. There might be new love for singles. Ooh, that's me. Hey. And for us singles out there, the person that can come in or may come in, so keep a lookout for this. If someone is stimulating your intellect, really good with conversation and communication, if that's happening, take an extra look at this person. That could be a sign that they're meant for longer endeavors. Okay. So there's also a focus on business partnerships and contracts. Hear everything out, but try not to make any big decisions if you can right now. Just be like, I can't, I'm sick. And then be like, wait till January, thank you. Or even later this month, but January, February would be better. Okay, so Venus is in the 6th house. This is a good time to enjoy more healthy living. And for your pets, this is lovely pet time. I have my little Winslow, who you guys saw yesterday, the little gremlin. He gets spoiled every day, but tomorrow's an even better day. Even more special day to spend with your pets, if that's even possible. I think we all spoil our pets a lot. If you don't, you're a bad person. If you do not treat your pet well, I don't like you. And I don't care. That's the one thing. You don't have to spoil your pet, but if you're mean to pets, get off my channel now. Thank you. Okay. Pets are everything to me. Animals are everything. Okay, so sextile Pluto. So Venus sextiles Pluto. So along with a healthy, orb that we're living in, or can be living in if we choose to do so, that will bring opportunities for healthy, supportive relationships as well. So we have, we should be supporting our healthy body, healthy career, and healthy relationships, with friendships and with, partnerships. You can get a lot of healing right now from compassion and of self and to others, but especially from being compassionate to self. Mars is in the 11th house. This is a good time to become a leader. Seek out and pursue personal desires and relationships, especially regarding friendships and groups. A lot of the times we look at what we want out of relationships with our partners and work, but we oftentimes forget to be that way with our friends. We are a little bit more reserved with maybe with our when we talk to friends about what we want out of life and from them. So this is an important time to really speak to that. And if no one's on board with you or you're not on board with each other, that's okay. This is a time to part. I think we talked about that earlier with the north node, south node. Which one was that one? The sun opposing the north node and the south node. You have to do it, baby. Okay. Mars sextiles the north node and trines the south node. So this is time to listen to messages from higher powers and also even authority figures. It can mean that. I think it's more leaning towards your spiritual self right now, but there is a possibility of someone with a lot of feminine energy. It doesn't have to be, feminine as in girly, but just someone that's a little bit more, receptive to authority figure to hear you out and possibly understand where you're coming from in a way and want to help and support and guide you. So that's possible. But I think it's also going to be more focused on, a lot of messages from higher self and from higher source. Got an itchy on my back. Okay, and then opportunities are coming from, especially with fire energy, which is all about, your passions, are coming from these messages. So really be in tune. So Jupiter is in the 8th house, and this is a good time to reassess how you spend your time, your money, your energy, and redirect it for change. So we sometimes can get confused. Oftentimes we can get confused on what we're doing, and we think that we're doing right. We're laser focused, tunnel vision, and in fact, we are going down the wrong path. So it's really important to reassess. Jupiter is all about about making things bigger. So right now, what we focus on is going to be expanded. It's going to grow. You're going to see more abundance in that. I'm literally getting myself presents for winter solstice. I'm planning to have that day just be a beautiful, wonderful day. That's really when we should be setting our New Year's intentions. Anyway, so what you want. So during this time when we're reassessing what you focus your energy on is important because you want to start focusing on not necessarily just focus on money, but focus on your passions and your dreams and your goals. People say that they're the luckiest are when they get to make money off of doing what they love. And sometimes you're like, wow, you do that and you make so much money? I never thought you could make money doing that. And that's possible for everyone as long as you really follow that passion. And this is a time to do that. So if you have a passion and you want to make a living out of it, don't think about making a living on it. Just focus on the passion part of it. But trust in the back of your head that there's a very good chance, especially now, that could lead to a very abundant career. But also, while you're thinking of these changes, don't make anything that's going to uproot your family or cause a lot of chaos or disruption. You want to keep things in line, and so don't make any big decisions right now. Still, this is not a time to just Jupiter's going to be increasing what I have around me, so I'm going to go buy a big old house and buy a bunch of cars, and I'm going to have a ton of cars and a ton of houses. Don't do that. That could lead to a lot of chaos, and be realistic here, people. Yeah. This is a good time for planting the seeds, not for harvesting. It's too early to harvest. We just had a harvest. That was fall. Now it's time to do the planting. This is actually a really good time for receiving gifts, especially if they're around inheritance or familial gifts. So keep it, hopefully no one's passing away, but if someone owes you money or whatnot, that could be coming to you. Metaphysics, spirituality, all that is much more appealing now. It's always been appealing to me, which is obviously why I'm here doing this, but this is even, more impactful time. And it's really good to explore the cycles of life right now. Starts, ends, middle, beginnings. Realize that we never actually end. This is just another path for us on our journey as a spirit. But there are cycles to our different stages and our different, we can, we come to winter again. Winter ends, but it always comes back. We always have another winter. There always is another winter. So our body might end this body, but in my belief, it will return in another body until, you reach nirvana. That's the gremlin. He's coughing and probably coming this way. He's coming to get us. So Jupiter conjuncts Saturn. So you might feel an increase in your joy and responsibilities, which is good. It's a good time to focus on work right now in a positive way if you have a healthy work structure. I believe strongly in that right now. You might be at the beginning stages of feeling some restoration to balance. It might not all be there, but there was a lot of chaos. You might start seeing little things popping up that are signs. It's so funny. We always say, look, all this bad stuff has happened to us. That means bad things are happening around. All these bad signs. We never really think about the good things that are actually could be coming from a lot of this stuff. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but we don't recognize the good things that might be more mundane. And so this might be that way. We might just get a little bit of recognition at work. That is actually going to get bigger and bigger and expand. So if you can do anything to get recognition at work, to stand out at work, do that now, because getting recognition, seeing, maybe some small promotions or whatever, or getting more responsibility at work is a good indication. I'm trying to pop that. That things are on the right track. So focus on work, find the joy in your responsibilities, and you should start seeing the payoffs. They're coming, and they're going to come in big, and it's going to be slow at first, but I have a feeling it's going to be like a snowball effect, and just get bigger and bigger, faster and faster as time exponentially just grows. You might also see some opportunities to travel and study, maybe even study abroad. That would be like the ideal. That would be like the epitome of the energies that are going on right now. And if you do get that opportunity, take up the culture, love the culture. Don't just go to McDonald's or Macca's or whatever. Really try to learn from your experiences of different. Anything that's different right now, try to learn from it. Now you also might, like I said, you might have those strong desires to make a lot of changes in your life, to count for all you're going to start feeling more abundant, and you want to have bigger houses or more room, whatnot. Feel it, think it out. Don't jump on it just yet. And you might have a lack of tolerance for those that are in your way. And it's good just to be kind to people now. They know not what they doeth. There's a lot of confusion. People really aren't too malicious right now. Some people are. Trust me about that. But for the most part, people are just confused and disillusioned right now. So really try to take it with a grain of salt. But there might be people that feel like that they're in your way, and you just want to be like, get out of my way, Susan. But I don't know why he said that name. But yeah. Do you hear him? Okay, he probably wants to get out of the bedroom. I think I'm almost done. Okay. Saturn is in the 5th house. So, Saturn is slow moving. It's serious. Once again, this is a perfect time to adopt a healthy way of living, and this is more in the beliefs, so more like a healthy belief system that you have about yourself. So if you've been telling yourself in the past, negative, oh, here he comes. If you've been in, oh, hello. Do you want to come say hi to everyone? Come here. Intermission for Winslow. Hi, Bingo. Say hi to everyone. Ow, hit my elbow. He's 20. Yes, I've taken him to the vet. He's just excited right now because he doesn't ever want to be away from me. But when I work, he's distracting, so I leave him in the bedroom, but I don't ever lock him in because I don't ever want to keep him restricted at any place, so he always finds his way out. All right, go outside. The door's open for you, baby. Go through the slider. All right. Anyway, back to work. That was Winslow. He's a monster, as you can see. Fraggle. I literally know this dog back and forth. I'm sorry, people. Okay, welcome back. Hi, intermission part 2. Okay, so Saturn's in the ninth house. So there's slow moving, and it is the ninth house. I think I said the wrong thing the first time. It's the ninth house. So it's slow moving, serious. It's perfect time to adopt a healthy belief system, long lasting belief system. You know what we forge now is going to stick with us for a while. So, you know, I don't want to say timeless, but a long time, like 20 years or so. So, it's important now to like stop thinking of like I'm stupid, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm gross, and turn that to I'm amazing, my body's beautiful, I'm powerful, I'm strong, I can do whatever I want type situation, as long as it helps. I do whatever I want, you know, with the positive intent for the collective at heart or at hand. So I feel stuck, restricted, yeah. So Uranus, all about you know, change, rebellion, freedom. Right now that's in the 12th house, so don't fight change. You're going to get a lot of liberation and feelings of freedom from joy and fun. And he's back. Winslow. Hey, stop. Now he's going to run back. And he likes to go back outside again. Sorry if it's annoying. Trust me, I deal with this all the time. Okay, so don't fight change. You're going to get a lot of liberation from joy and fun. It's good time to break free from restrictive thought patterns. Think outside the box. New horizons open. The area that Uranus falls in your birth chart will see a lot of awakenings, changes, liberations. You may feel the need to retreat because of all the chaos, and you might want to go inside just to like reflect and think, and that's okay. But don't retreat mentally. You can retreat physically if you need time to heal, but still, you know, keep your mind active and don't lose that. This is a high psychic and intuitive time, and so if you try to retreat through alcohol or whatnot, or you just try to go to sleep all the time, or just want to watch, you know, a bunch of TV shows and not really spend time reflecting, you're going to miss out on the messages that are really important to hear right now. So Neptune is in, we're almost in, you guys, I promise, literally. Neptune, I know these are long, but I think it's important. Like, this literally can help save my life, and I think it can do the same for you. So I think it's important to get the messages out. And hey, you get to spend more time looking at this moneymaker. I'm just kidding. I'm such a goon. I'm a goon! Okay, so Neptune is in the 10th house, so you might feel the need to seek more meaning and purpose. You know, are you working for money or love? You know, is this your passion, or are you just doing it to pay the bills? That's a big red flag if you are right now. Because if you can find a way to start doing what you love, you might not make as much right now, but that will greatly increase, and whatever we are stuck in now, or whatever our mindset is now, and what we want to do for work and our goals and whatnot, that's going to get bigger, and it's going to be hard to get out of that flow. It's never impossible to, but it's going to be hard to get out of that flow. So get in the flow you want. Get on that water slide you want, because you're going to be on that water slide for a while. Reassess what in life you can change, what is based in happiness and joy and love, and not based in ego. So like, what are you supposed to do? I'm supposed to be a doctor, supposed to be a lawyer. Maybe you don't want to do that. Go do what you want to do and what you love to do, not what people think that you should do. Now, there also might be a lot of, because of all these questions, you might feel really confused, really disillusioned, feelings of loss, even a sense of loss, because you might want to end a lot of parts of your life right now. So there could be sadness. So just slowly, walk through the fog of Neptune, and go take it slowly. Be cautious. You don't want to bump into things. Take your time, and you'll find your way to the path eventually. You might have to get out and just use your feelers, your senses versus, your other senses besides just your vision right now to find your path, but you will do it if you are willing to go on that journey. This because of your desires to maybe change things up. You might have your confidence in your career might weaken as well. So try not to let that this is a very important time to be thankful for our jobs. So don't just leave your job, and if you start to feel not confident in your job, trying to find a way to change that, because I really want everyone to, keep the workforce going and keep themselves going in the workforce. And this also is a great time to really allow yourself to see the changes and allow yourself to change on what you think you valued in life to be happy. So people thought, by this time I want to have this much money, or I want to do this, or I want to have this many houses and stuff. There's going to be a huge change in that sense of accomplishment through materialistic means. And so if you're feeling that way right now, it's an important time to really start finding your happiness. Excuse me, guys. Chakra's all chakra. So it's important to let yourself hear things out, but don't get too disillusioned. Don't just follow any path, because there is going to be just a bit, a lot of fog and a lot of murkiness. So you still want to, hear things out and follow the path, but you don't want to just follow any path or just anyone. You really want to take things slowly now, because there's going to be some confusion. If you're experiencing unemployment right now, or you're not in school, or you have a lack of direction, don't let that get you down. The lesson is to take this time to really feel out, what you want to do. You should be happy and grateful for this time to allow yourself to, because this is the perfect time to have this happen. If you ever have to be unemployed, this is the perfect time for it, because this downtime will really give you, if you choose to use it, this is your adventure. If you choose to take it. This is a perfect time to really reflect on what you want. So if you're feeling down, when you feel down, our desires are skyrocketing even more, because we're like, oh my God, I don't want to be in this place. And so we start putting out in the universe what we really want. So focus on what you really want, not just what you think you want. That's an important time right now. There's going to be opportunities to make changes in professional life, professional environment. And there's also going to be some, so in your professional environment, in your work environment, there's going to be opportunities to make that more spiritual and more healthy for you on a spiritual level and more on a psychic level. So, if you have been working and commuting in the office, and even during COVID, now might be the time that you are able to work from home and you can really create a lovely space. Maybe there's going to be people, since a lot of workspaces are going to be, switching to home, maybe, workers and businesses are going to be funding, individuals to set up workspaces at their home to be, a professional space. So they're not, that helps out the business, because then, you have a space that you're not going to be interrupted by your family or your kids. It's still your professional office, and you could take that time to really make it a spiritual, loving space. I think that's going to be a big, movement coming up. There's going to be probably a lot of people retiring right now and in changes of career, I believe. Neptune also squares the north and south nodes, so that's just more confusion about your life path. Think, don't act. So open, we could be vulnerable to bad or manipulative choices, or situations that seem different than they actually are. So just really move slowly right now. And lastly, but not leastly, for the 10th of December 2020, we have Pluto in the 6th house. So it's a great time to unite with others, new business allies, alliances. So it doesn't have to be a new job. It can be even in your work. Just teaming up with people at work, teaming up with groups can lead to a lot of rewards right now. It's a really great time to share in your abundance and resources. However, there might be a lot of changes in resources. So that's just important to think about. And as long as you're acting with integrity, you should be good, because others may not right now. They might be scared of the change and the loss. But as long as you're on your path and doing things right, Source is going to take care of us no matter what, but you're going to get extra rewarded for that. So thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Winslow says he loves you too. He's probably out chasing some cats or something. I don't know. He can't really chase anything anymore because he's so old, but he hates cats and squirrels, so he oftentimes just stands out in the backyard and stares at the fence and waits for an animal to walk across the fence, and then he barks at it. So he's probably doing that. Anyway, go ahead, please subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, because we want to grow this community together. Love you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow for the 11th. All right.